really unfortunate incident that happened in Connecticut over the weekend. This guy buys a smoothie for his 17-year-old son, tells them not to put any peanuts in it or something to that effect. Unfortunately, there's some cross-contamination. The boy has an allergic reaction to the smoothie, ends up in the hospital, and the father goes completely bonkers, which we can relate to, right? If you're a parent, you can relate. We get upset when our children is hurting. But it's how and what he does with his emotions and his anger is what's got him in trouble. Check out this video. It's from TikTok.
To yell at us.
I want to speak to the fucking person who made this drink. Is that you?
No, it wasn't.
We don't know who made it, so.
You don't know who made it?
There's 4 of us here, so we obviously don't know.
Fucking stupid, fucking ignorant high school kids.
Okay, bye.
I want to speak to the fucking
Bye.
manager.
Okay, you can call corporate whenever you want. Goodbye.
John, stop. You're on camera.
Fuck
You're on
out of
camera.
here,
You're on
you
camera.
fucking bitch.
No, I don't care.
Give it to me right now.
What?
I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police.
Fuck you, fucking bitch. I want the fucking telephone number right now.
Gianna,
I want the telephone number. Shut the fuck
You
up.
shut up. Get out. You can call corporate whenever you want. Bye.
You're a fucking idiot.
Okay, good for you. Bye.
I want the fucking
Bye.
number.
Bye.
Shut up.
You shut up. You're not gonna tell me to shut up. The fuck? Who are you? Who are you?
Fucking immigrant loser.
What?
Fuck you.
Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out! You're going to jail! You're going to jail, you racist piece of shit!
I want the fucking telephone.
Bro, call the police now.
We all get it. If you're a parent, we understand. We are hurting and upset and very, very defensive when our children are hurting or in distress or anything like that. But it's how this guy handled his anger and his emotions that's got him in trouble. It's cost him a 26-year successful career as a financial advisor with Merrill Lynch. He got fired and he got himself arrested and charged with simple assault. All he had to do was slow down and take some long, slow, deep breaths and think things through. And it's possible that he may have even thought about, a lawsuit and or just bad publicity. But we'll never know for sure. Because he let himself lose self-control and self-discipline, and he shows up and he's yelling and he's screaming and he's acting the fool, and then he throws a drink at a girl. And just like that, 26-year successful career out the window, and you're forever memorialized on the internet. Now, it's not just him, right? Let's go back and look at these teenagers who actually, when the video starts, they're pretty much doing it right. They're letting him do all the venting. When you're dealing with someone who's loud, rude, and obnoxious, let them vent. Let them get off that, let them burn off some of that energy and adrenaline that they've got going on. But this one young lady with the blue sweatshirt wants to get up in there, wants to fight back, and she lets herself get all offended. And again, nothing wrong with her feeling that way and defensive and indignant that this guy wants to come up here and be all loud, rude, and obnoxious. But it's how you react and respond that's going to make the thing escalate or de-escalate. And one of her friends even starts hanging on to her to try to pull her back to keep her from going up there and getting in this guy's face. And it really started to go sideways even before that, when the girl had a condescending, sarcastic tone of voice, just call corporate, and then very dismissively telling him, bye, bye. Woo, for someone who's already upset and wants to talk to a manager, being talked to that way by a young teenager, this was just not good. And then the girl gets up and goes up there and basically gets in the guy's face with just a counter between them, which ultimately ends up the reason why he threw the drink in his hand at her. Because he had come back with the drink, wanted to know who made it, which of course they don't know. All day, all 4 of them are just making drinks and handing them out. This girl coulda, shoulda, woulda just let him vent and not said anything and not use the tone of voice that she did, and definitely not in such a confrontational, antagonistic manner walked up there and basically got in his face. Now, granted, you had the counter between them, but just the act of coming around from the back room and going up there to address him and so on, very antagonistic, very confrontational, and all it did was give him that excuse to keep spiraling out of control. And then basically a target, because then with her being all yippity yap in his face, he throws a drink at her. Bad move on his part, but everybody had a part in this. Long, slow, deep breath. Slow down. Think things through. If you're an angry parent, be angry. Just don't go losing self-control like this and risk costing your career and your personal freedom and your reputation. For the baristas and the employees out there, and I know because I've seen a lot of stuff out there in social media, you're dealing with some really angry people these days, folks. Just let them vent. Give them an extra drink or their money back or whatever the complaint is, and just get them out and you know, as soon as possible. And if you go back and look at the video, the one young lady that the guy was yelling at in the first place was actually on her way back to get a phone number for him. And chances are really good, and of course we'll never know, chances are really good that once he had that phone number in his hand and he spent a few more moments if at all, yelling and screaming, he would have just left. He would have just left. She was about to do the right thing. Unfortunately, her friend wanted to get all loud and yippity-yappy and in his face, and here we are. Folks, long, slow, deep breath. Don't lose that self-discipline and self-control. Think things through. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'll catch you on the next video.